Being an outdoor kind of person, it has always been my dream to be able to go on an African safari. But until now, the opportunity had never really presented itself. So you can imagine my excitement when Ford sent me this invitation to the once-in-a-lifetime adventure in South Africa to experience a real safari and also to take a drive through the African countryside and up a mountain. I said yes at once, and now I'm on my way to Johannesburg, South Africa. Arriving in Johannesburg, we rested for a day and set out again the next day to take a short drive to a smaller airport where we took a smaller plane that flew directly to the privately owned Kapama Safari Park, just an hour away. Upon arrival, we were introduced to our companion for the next 2 days, the elegant Ford Everest. From the private airstrip, we drove the Ford Everest to lunch, and I was paired up with my old friend from the Philippines, Mr. Kako Tirona. What was supposed to be a short 10-minute drive from the private airstrip to the Kapama resort took a little longer than usual. Our route wound through the 46,000-hectare safari park, and some zebras, impalas, and even a lone buzzard provided some exciting distractions. After lunch, we started out on the official safari drive. Our guides gave us special instructions. We were advised not to get out of the vehicles, not to make so much noise, and although we were allowed to wind down the glass, we were advised not to stick our heads out, as some of the animals might fancy some imported meat. It was a really exciting adventure, a chance to see some animals roaming freely in the open, which is very different from seeing them in captivity. Deep inside, I knew that this was actually a totally enclosed area with electric fences to keep the animals in. But 16,000 hectares is actually a very, very big area, and the animals probably think that this is animal heaven. Having said that, there are many species of animals here in the safari park, and some of them are food for others. So I suppose they also have to learn to survive. Our safari drive was quite interesting, and we saw impalas and gazelles, buffaloes, zebras, giraffe, and some hippopotamuses. We also had a dicey encounter with a herd of elephants, having to be careful not to make too much noise to upset them, as they are known to charge at vehicles if they feel threatened. We also saw a magnificent African rhinoceros. It was huge, about the size of the Ford Everest, and when I first caught a glimpse of it, it was standing still. And I really thought it was a fake marble statue put there to fool city slickers like us. Then it moved, and I knew it was real. The next day, it was a drive through the African Veld, as the vegetation is called, and after a while, tarmac became a jungle track, totally unpaved, with a river crossing and some rough patches thrown in. The Everest navigated all of this without any problems, with 900 mm of wading depth, excellent ground clearance, a powerful engine, and an easy-to-use 4x4 system. The Ford Everest made it through all the way with flying colors. Our destination for the day was the top of the mountain, which overlooked the world's largest covered canyon. To top it all off, our return to the resort was by helicopter, which is another experience in itself. All good things must come to an end, and so on day 3, we retraced our steps to Johannesburg, and this time it was straight to the airport to check in for our return journey. It was indeed a great adventure, one that I never really imagined would happen, and at this stage in my life, if not for this great opportunity, it might have remained just a dream forever. For that, I'm very happy and glad that Ford selected me to be a part of this adventure. I got to experience the great Ford Everest, had the adventure of my life, and made a lot of new friends too. Thanks to Ford for this Everest adventure, my once-in-a-lifetime bucket list adventure that I always wanted to do but never got to do, and here I am. Thanks very much. So guys, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until we meet again in the next video, bye!